Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 9 math. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 9 and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter scientific notation. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So let's just start with the lesson scientific notation, right? So what do you know about scientific notation? What is scientific notation? Basically, scientific notation is a way of writing two large or two small numbers, right? You can write the number when a number is between 1 and 10 and is multiplied by a power of 10, right? For example, you have the number like this, very large numbers and very small, like this. This is a very large number, right? You can write it as 6.5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You move decimal point from here to here 8 places. So it would be 6.5 times 10 exponent 8. That is an example. This way you can write this is basically the scientific notation, right? This is the scientific notation, right? So you can write the very small numbers and the very large numbers using the scientific notation, right? Let's just start with the first lesson, that is compare numbers written in scientific notation. Let's just start with the first lesson. Okay, so how do we compare the numbers when they are written with the scientific notation? So when you are comparing two values, right, they must be in the same form, right? Let's just look at the example. You have 1.92 times 10 exponent 4 and the other one is 19,200, right? You cannot compare them until they both are in the exponent form, right? Either in exponent form or either in general form, right? So you need to convert this 119,222 scientific notation. So you move decimal point from here to 1, 2, 3, 4 places. So it would be 1.92 times 10 exponent 4. This one is also 1.92 times 10 exponent 4, right? So they both are exactly equal. Got it? So keep this very important point in your mind when you compare two values. They must be in same form, right? Either they are in general form or either they are in the scientific notation, right? Let's just start with the test questions and let's see how do we compare them. Okay, 4 point, which sign makes the statement true? 4.23 times 10 exponent 4 and you have to compare it to 4.23 times 10 exponent 3, right? Okay, just let's just look at these values. Here you have 4.23, here you have 4.23. They both are exactly equal, right? Now just look at the exponents of the 10. Here is 10 exponent 4. Here is 10 exponent 3. 4 is greater than 3, right? That means 4.23 times 10 4 is greater than 4.23 times 10 exponent 3, right? The sign you have to put here is greater. 4.23 times 10 exponent 4 is greater than 4.23 times 10 exponent 3. That is greater. Got it? The next one is which sign makes the statement true? 1.74 times 10 exponent 4 and 1.4 times 10 exponent 4, right? So first let's just compare the numerical values. 1.74 and 1.4. 1.7 is greater than, you just look at the decimal value, whole numbers 1 and 1, they both are equal. Now just compare this value 7 and 4. So 7 is greater than 4, right? That means 1.74 times 10 exponent 4 is greater times 10 exponent 4, right? Greater it is, right? The correct option is greater. Okay, which sign makes the statement true? So when you are comparing two things, they must be, when you are comparing two values, they must be in the same form, either in general form or either in notation, scientific notation, right? So let's just convert this one into scientific notation. You need to move decimal point from here to, you need to move decimal point from here to here. Let's just count the decimal places. That is 3.11 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be 3.11 times 10 exponent 5. Right? You move decimal point 5 places left. So the correct option is, here you have 3.11, here you have 3.11. They both are exactly equal. But here you have 4 and here you have 5. So 4 is less than 5. Got it? That means 3.11 times 10 exponent 4 is less than 3.11 times 10 exponent 5. Got it? Can you hear me now? Yes, you can. Okay. Okay, here is the values we are going to compare. They are 4 times 10 exponent 3 and 1.84 times 10 exponent 3. So which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 4.81 times 10 exponent 3 is greater than 1.84. The correct option is greater than, right? Okay, the next one is 8.20 times 10 exponent 1, and you have to compare it to 8.02 times 10 exponent 1. So which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 8.20 times 10. 8.20 times 10 exponent 20 is greater than 8.02. The correct option is greater, right? 8.20 is greater than 8.02, right? Okay, which sign makes the statement true? 2.9 times 10 exponent 5, and you have to compare it to 9.2 times 10 exponent 5. So, which is the correct option? Yes, that is less than, because 2.9 is less than 9.2, right? So, the correct option is 2.9 times 10 exponent 5 is less than 9.2 times 10 exponent 5, right? Which sign makes the statement true? So, you need to convert 292 no scientific form, right? We have to move decimal point from here to here, so that would be 2.9 times 10 exponent 2. So yes, they both are exactly equal. The correct option is equal, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is multiply numbers written in scientific notation. Let's start with the next lesson. Okay, so you have to multiply. Both the numbers are written in scientific notation form. You just have to multiply, right? So for the numbers, you simply have to multiply them. Like here you have 3 and here you have 1. So 3 times 1 is 3, right? And for the exponents, what you have to do, both the exponents are the powers of 10. They have same basis, right? So when you multiply the exponents with same basis, you need to add their exponents, right? This is very important thing when you multiply the two exponents with same basis, right? 10 and 10, their weight is same. You the product must be, you need to add their exponent. It would be 3 times 10 exponent 2. You have to add 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 makes 2, right? So multiplying the scientific notation is very easy. Two things you need to learn. The first one is you simply need to multiply the numbers, right? And when I'm multiplying their exponents, they have the same powers. You need to add their exponent. They have same basis. You need to add their exponents, right? Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, 2 times 10 exponent 4 and 3 times 10 exponent 3, you need to multiply these two values written in scientific notation. So how do you multiply? You need to multiply these two values first. Right? 2 times 3. 2 times 3 makes 6. Right? Now you have to multiply these 10 times 4 times 10 exponent 3. They both have exactly same base. You need to add their exponents. So it would be 6 times 10 exponent 4 plus 3 is 7. Right? So the correct option is 6 times 10 exponent 7. So the correct option is 6 times 10 exponent 7. Option 1 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is multiply. So just multiply the numbers, right? 3 times 1 is 3. And then the bases are same, you need to add their exponents. So it's, Yes, that is 3 times 10 exponent 2. Very good. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 3 times 10 exponent 2. Got it? Okay, the next one is multiply 2 times 10 exponent 3 and 4 times 10 exponent 4. So multiply and write the answer in the chat box, which is the correct option. Yes, that is 8 times 10 exponent 7. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Okay, the next one is multiply 2 times 10 exponent 1 and 3 times 10 exponent 2. So which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 6 times 10 exponent 3. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Okay, the next one is multiply 3 times 10 exponent 1 and 2 times 10 exponent 1. So which is the correct option? Yes, option number 1 is the correct option, right? That is 6 times 10 exponent 2 is the correct option. So multiplying the numbers written in scientific notation is very easy, right? Okay, 7 times 10 exponent 4 and 1 times 10 exponent 3. So which is the correct option? Yes, that is 7 times 10 exponent. 7, option number 1 is the correct option, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is divide numbers, right? We are done with multiplication. Now we're going to learn how do we divide numbers in scientific notation. So for the division, you have to follow some rules. The one thing is simply divide the numbers like you do. For example, here you have 6 times 10 exponent 5 divided by 3 times 10 exponent 2. So divide 6 by 3 like you simply do. 6 divided by 3 is 3 times 2 is 6, so you have to. And when you are dividing, they have the same basis, just their power exponent is different. You have to apply the rule for the exponents, that is m times n divided by m times x divided by n times x. If you have no, hold on. M exponent s and m exponent y, right? Base is same, their exponents are different. You simply have to subtract them, right? So here you have 5 and 2. You have to do 10 exponent 5 divided by 10 exponent 2. You simply have to do 10 exponent 5 minus 2. That is in case of division. So that is 5 minus 2 is 3. So that would be 2 times 10 exponent 3. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, 5 times 10 exponent 5 divided by 5 times 10 exponent 1. Right? So divide the numbers like you simply do. 5 divided by 5. Right? 5 divided by 5 is 1. Now you have 10 exponent 5 divided by 10 exponent 1. They both have exactly same base. So you can simply subtract 5 minus 1. So that would be 1 times 10 exponent 4. The correct option is 1 times 10 exponent 4, right? Okay, the next one is divide. So which is the correct option? So what you have to do, you simply have to divide 4 by 2. 4 by 2 equals 2. Now they both have exactly same bases. You need to subtract their exponents. So it would be 2 times 10 exponent. 4 minus 3 is 1. So the correct option is 2 times 10 exponent 1, right? Option 2 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is 9 times 10 exponent 5 divided by 9 times 10 exponent 1. So which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 1 times 10 exponent 4. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Okay, the next one is 6 times 10 exponent 5 divided by 3 times 10 exponent 2. So which is the correct option? Six times 10 exponent 5 divided by 3 times 10 exponent 2. So which is the correct option? Yes, very good. That is option number 2. That means 2 times 10 exponent 3 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is 2 times 10 exponent 5 divided by 2 times 10 exponent 3. So which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 1 times 10 exponent 2. Option number 1 is the correct option, right? Okay, the next one is divide 3 times 10 exponent 3 divided by 1 times 10 exponent 1. So which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is option number 1, that is 3 times 10 exponent 2 is the correct option. Okay, divide 6 times 10 exponent 5 divided by 2 times 10 exponent 2, which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is option number 1, that is 3 times 10 exponent 3, right? The next one is 8 times 10 exponent 2 divided by 2 times 10 exponent 1. So which is the correct option? Yes, that is 4 times 10 exponent 1 is the correct option, right? Okay, we are done with the lesson. Let's just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is convert between standard and scientific notation, right? We know how to convert from standard to scientific. Now we're going to learn how do we convert from scientific to standard, right? Okay, just look at the first example. How do you write 6.1 times 10 exponent 2? Just look at the exponent. The exponent is 2. That means you need to move decimal point 2 places, right? But you have only one place, that is 1. So you need to add an extra 0. When you move decimal point 2 places, that is 6.1. You need to move 2 places, right? You have to move from, you have only one decimal place, you need to add another one to complete. So you move decimal point from here to here. So it would be 610, right? You need to move decimal point this much place values, right? Okay, let's just start with the test questions so that we can do the practice. Okay, 9.3 times 10 exponent 3. Look at the exponent. You have the exponent is 3, right? That means you need to move decimal point 3 places, right? You only have one. Complete 3 places. 1, 2, 3. Now you can move decimal point from here to here. So it is 9300. Got it? The correct option is, if you don't have more decimal places, add 0 and complete the decimal places. That is 9300, right? The correct option is option number 1, that is 9300. Got it? Okay, the next one is 400, right? Right? How do you write 410 in scientific notation? You have to write in scientific notation, right? So that means you need to move decimal point from here to here, 2 places left. So that is 4.1 times 10 exponent 2. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 4.1, and 2 option 1 is the correct option. Exponent is 2, right? Okay, the next one is, how do you write 584,000 in scientific notation, right? You need to write scientific notation, that is 584000. You need to move decimal point from here to here. How many places do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would be 5.84 times 10 exponent 5. Got it? Okay, for the next one, you have to write the answers. Option 2 is the correct option. How do you write 1.30 times 10 exponent 1 in standard form, which is the correct option? The exponent of 10 is 1. You just need to move decimal point one place, right? So when you move one place right, it is. The correct option is 13.0. Move one place right, so that would be then 13.0. Got it? How do you write 2.43 times 10 exponent 3 in standard form? So which is the correct option, 1 or 2? You need to move decimal point 3 places right. So the correct option is, yes, very good. That is option number 2. How do you write 64,000 in scientific notation? So which is the correct option? Which is the correct option? Yes, option number 1 is the correct option. 6.4 times 10 exponent 4 it is, right? Okay, how do you write 855,000 in scientific notation? So which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 8.55 times 10 exponent 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. How do you write 6.1 times 10 exponent 2 in standard form? Which is the correct option? That is option number 2, 6100 it is, right? You need to move, no, you need to move decimal point 2 places, right? So that is just 610. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, how do you write 2.3 times 10 exponent 1 in standard form? So which is the correct option? Yes, that is 223. You need to move decimal point 1 please, right? So the correct option is 23, right? Okay, how do you write 940 thousands in scientific notation? So which is the correct option? Yes, that is 9.4 times 10 exponent. 5 is the correct option, right? Option 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So, we were working on grade 9 math. The chapter we're working on is scientific notation, and the lessons we have covered today are compare numbers written in scientific notation, multiply numbers written in scientific notation, divide numbers written in scientific notation, and the one I just finished is convert between standard and scientific notation, right? So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session. You can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that will be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. Right? So if you have any question related to the lesson we just finished, you can ask here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Please ask if you have any questions. Any questions? No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.